Welcome to another live stream. I am sure Chris will be along shortly. All right. But I'm here with Angie Coates. And I think what we want to talk about today has to do with how many of us are feeling just a little scatterbrained at the moment. What's today's date? December 7th?
Yes.
All right. So we are smack into Christmas week ish weeks. All right. So the holiday nuttiness, I'm sure, has started. All right. I was just a little bit, right, Angie?
Oh my God. It's crazy. It's crazy.
All
And
right.
thank God we have an auto attendant. So when people call the salon, it has a message before you. It gives you the to reach Angie, press 1. To reach Pia, press 2. To reach Christy, press 3. But it says we're not taking anybody new. We avoided probably 35 phone calls today.
I'm getting phone calls from Connecticut, by the way, looking for grooming
Yeah.
appointments.
Yeah. You're actually positively pretty mobile grooming was recommended to me as to like it on Facebook just earlier today. I was like,
It has been a dead page for 3 years. Dead page. Okay.
it was offered in my suggestions.
Well, don't like it, please.
Well, I didn't specifically because I was like, that's
Yeah.
it's
No,
not a thing.
we're good. We're good. So I guess being a little bit of frazzled. All right. I'm frazzled for different reasons. All right. Spirit has been sick on me. We're going back and forth to the emergency room. Actually, as soon as this live stream is over, I'm going to be getting in the car and going back down to pick him up because now it looks like he has pneumonia and going back and forth an hour away. I'm just simply exhausted. So, but anyway, this time of year I think is really really important. All right, to stop and take care of ourselves. All right, because Christmas is only a couple weeks away, and I have been so busy with the dogs. I don't even have Christmas decorations up. There's not a single Christmas decoration up in my house. All
Yeah.
right, and I love Christmas. All right. Literally, there was 1 year, because I'm that person, all right, that I left my Christmas decorations up until like May. It was almost to the point where, might as well just leave it up for the rest of the year.
We're almost halfway there. Technically, probably pull that off.
You probably could pull that off, right? I don't know. I like my crochet Santa Clauses, okay? But it is really important to stop. It is really important to stop and eat lunch. All right. So, Angie, you're having a busy shop. How are you handling this?
I do make sure my employees take lunch. It's required. I'm like, stop, come back and do that after. Go eat lunch. Yeah, but I'm gonna go now. Go. And they go and they have lunch. And I make sure that there's snacks and things back there for them so that they can have whatever it is and good stuff, not crap. Um, so if they need like a midday quick pick me up, there's applesauce back there, which is it's a fruit. They can quick have that. Um, and, you know, then there's like crackers and cheese they can have, um, different things that they can snack on so that they don't feel run down, they don't feel crappy. And that's important. Hi, Erin. And so that's a big thing for me is making sure um, that they do have that. And I just bought everybody new sneakers too
Okay,
because it's time.
that's good. You're a good boss. If I was actually to go work for somebody, I might consider working for you.
Well, if you take care of your people, they'll take care of you. It's important. I get unlimited loyalty and care and consideration for the pets that we care for from them. I can't, whatever it takes to keep them happy, I'll do it.
Okay.
And I gave them Christmas bonuses before Black Friday so they could hit the sales to make it stretch a little further.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, they were
Um,
pretty happy.
yeah, I still got two more Christmas presents yet to buy, but they're going to be gift cards, so that's going to be like no big deal.
There you go. Easy peasy.
All right, so it's stopping its eating lunch. It's honestly, it's getting a good night's sleep, and that means really not overworking yourself. And I know it is so easy to do that right now because you know what? Everybody and their mother is calling, right? But what I have personally have found that anybody I ever squeezed in during the holiday season never appreciated it. They were my
Yep.
worst clients. They never rebooked. They most certainly didn't tip. They were
Yep.
the most entitled. All right. So it took me a couple of years. All right. Because, thick. All right. Because, the money's good. But these are people who cause you problems. All right. These are your 1-star Yelp reviews. These are the people who think they're entitled to like all of your time and you need to stop and handle them and their dog who is not used to grooming, okay, as opposed to your nice regulars who are used to grooming. It throws a monkey wrench in your day, and then there's going back and forth on the phone. And I'm going to tell you too, this time of year, first of all, you should never be answering the phone during a work day, ever.
There's no time.
In
There's no
particular,
time for that.
yeah, in particular, this time of year, stop answering the phones. Right? If you shut the ringer off on your phone, you won't even know they're calling you. All right. If it annoys you, well, the phone keeps ringing. Well, turn the ringer off. That solves that problem. All right. You just be clear on your message. Calls are returned between this time and this time. And if they're calling back 14 times and they still are not getting it, do you really want this person as a client? But obviously, they're not listening to a very simple instruction regarding your business.
Yeah. We have the so like the auto attendant, once you hit my line, my message says during if I am not answering, it's because I am working on a pet and my entire focus is on that pet, or I'm in the picture room with a pet. And again, my entire focus is on that pet. So I'll get back to you when I'm able, which will most likely be at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know.
And all my customers know, they're like, oh, Angie, I know you'll just call me back later. Um, and then message.
Yeah. If you have a phone that, like, this is my phone, right? It stays with me all the time. I have a do not disturb on it. So between the hours of 10 to 7, you could set whatever ones you want. Um, Calls don't go through on my phone, right? So between 10 and 7, I'm sleeping and I do not want my phone to ring, right? Because that
Mm.
phone rings and it breaks your sleep. It breaks up a sleep cycle, all right? And the problem with sleep cycles are generally anywhere between an hour to 2 hours. It's like a complete cycle, right? So that when you actually break up that cycle, that you get disturbed in the middle of a cycle, your body, since it didn't complete the cycle, is more exhausted. Now,
That
does that
makes
make
sense.
sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of those interruptions, all right? The only people who might possibly be calling me might be my kids. And my husband does not have do not disturb. They'll call his phone,
Right.
and therefore it's only going to call in the event of an emergency. All right.
Sure.
So really put that phone down, stop answering it during the workday, shut it off at night so that you can actually get a night's sleep.
See, I have my phone is the second I come home from work, I plug my phone in downstairs. Um, so that phone can ring continually all night long. I'm not going to hear it. It's too far away.
Yeah. And keep in mind, sometimes somebody will call at, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning because they happen to be up and thought, oh my God, I got to call the groomer. It doesn't mean that they expect someone at 2 o'clock in the morning to answer it.
Mm.
Most people simply assume it is going to go to message, and that when you get the message, you will call them back. Most of the time, there's nothing nefarious about that, right? Your phone is shut off, you won't get the call until you get up in the morning.
Yeah.
One of the things I think I would like to talk about, and it's not going to be this week anyway, all right? And I think I might wait until brain cells are fully back online, all right? I want to
So
talk about,
January.
yeah, January, all right? I want to talk about like legacy. So I want people to think about this, all right? What is it that you basically want your life to be summed up as? Okay. Am I making any kind of sense there? Or is that really
Yeah.
vague?
No, it's not. I know exactly what you mean.
Okay. So I think I want to discuss how all the different ways you can leave a legacy. Because you know what? It's not one size fits all. And what's important to me may not be important to Angie. Oh, hold on a second. Who's on alert?
Hi, Pooh. Hi, honey. Oh, Pooh.
My husband let one of the dogs in.
Oh, for shame.
Yeah. So
For
Cecil's
shame.
here. Cecil's is the one that ran me the mint. Where is that dog?
Yes.
So, um, what else do you want to talk about as far as making things a little easier for your people? All right.
Um,
I would say provide lunch. I mean, your
yeah.
people are making buku bucks, right? Springing for a pizza.
Yeah, we have a regular order. Um, it's all you have to do is log in and go click, and they just bring it because it's saved as this is what we want, and they you only have to literally hit click because the card is already on there. And the address and everything else is there. Everybody's favorite stuff is already locked in. So you just hit the one button and go, yeah, we want that. And it takes like 30 seconds. And you walk away, and then somebody comes and rings the bell. Delivery. Thank you. Here's your
I
tip.
could not tell you how much I appreciate food deliveries. Now, I don't necessarily mean like Uber Eats or anything like that. So that is something that's very viable. I mean, you know what? Your favorite restaurant, they know what you want. Hey, I need a pizza, and they already know what pizza you mean, and send it over.
Yeah. Without garlic.
There was a couple of delis as a mobile groomer I would always go into, and the second I would walk in, they would just like recite the order. Is that what you want? Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
want.
Yep. I love that. I love that when they know you and they're just like, oh, hey, Ange. Same as usual? Yeah, same as usual. Okay, great.
Yeah. Or they know you like something, they don't always have it, and they'll be like, listen, we got this in today. Would you rather have this or your usual? And I'm like, I'd rather have this than my usual. So yeah, make that for me.
Oh, the pizza shop up the street it's a Greek pizza shop, and occasionally the mom, it's a family business. The mom makes baklava, and when I walk in, she goes, "Angie, it's in the case," and I'm like, "Oh," and she's like, "Two?" And I'm like, "No, just one. I can't eat two, or I'll get a stomach ache. Just one."
Save one for later. We have a mod pizza by us. Okay. And if you don't have one, I'll just tell you what mod pizza is. Mod pizza is you build your own. So they have all these toppings on it, and you say they have different sauces, and so you sort of like build your own pizza, and then they put it in the oven and they give it to you. All right.
That's cool.
What I love about mod pizza, there's a couple of things I love about mod pizza. One of the things is that they hire people who are just released from prison. So it gives
Okay.
them that all important job that they need. Right. They also have something called no name cakes. Okay. And basically, it's a ring ding.
Okay.
A ring ding that's not like made out of chemicals. So it's not the chemical sludge ring ding that you like buy in the supermarket.
Like a homemade
Yes.
grandma's ring ding.
Yes. Where
Dude.
it's like an actual cake.
Yes, yeah, I'm kind of glad I don't have one of those around here.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like 45 minutes to an hour away from us. So it's like I'm in the area, like because I'm gonna go back and forth to the emergency hospital
Yeah.
and like grabbing something to eat, I'll go in there and buy like, I don't know, six of the no name cakes
Yep.
and bring them home. But always eat one right away. What can I say? Anyway, so okay, I digress. What were we talking about?
Different things for the holidays that allow you to de-stress. We
Okay,
get a lot of fruit from our customers,
nice.
a lot of breads, because many of my customers are cosmetologists, and so they know they get tons of cookies, but what they really need is a banana. So we get a lot of fruit baskets and like orange crates, and they're great because it's a natural sugar, but you don't get that, meh. After you ate your eighth cookie, you start feeling kind of,
Well, I still have here in my house, and I will probably will it to my kids. All of the lotions,
the lotions and the potions.
the lotions and the candles. Seriously, they're going in my will.
Yes.
Every once in a while, my daughter goes, "Hey, this lotion, do not buy me any lotion. I don't care how awesome it is, how good it is. I literally have a stash here. Why don't you, instead of buying that, let me send you some of what I have?"
Yes. Yes.
And of
Yeah.
course, and that also brings us to some of the really bad gifts we get this time of year, too.
Yep. There have been a few of those
I had a
where,
client call me in a panic one time. She goes, "Open up your candle. I need you to open up the candle right now." So I open it up. She says, "Is it used?" I go, "No." And she's like, "Oh my God, I gave my mother in law a used candle." Apparently, she got all these really nice candles and she wanted to see what one smelled like. She goes, "I was so hoping it was yours." I says, "Now my mother in law is getting a used candle." She says, "I will never live this down."
Pia got a used candle from a customer. It was like half burned.
I got, I got, it was obviously a re-gift from like last year, but like one of those like Mounds gift boxes that had like a little tray and a couple candy bars in there. And obviously, not all the candy bars were there. And it was so old that when you did open up one of the mounds, as I do like mounds, um, the chocolate was all white, had that white film on it.
Ugh,
Yeah, yeah. So that's telling me they've had this for quite some time.
yeah, yeah. We've gotten a couple boxes of candy that were not so fresh over the years.
Yeah. You know what? And I don't feel bad about tossing those. I really don't need that. You know what? Honestly, I rather there are a lot of instances where I would rather get that obviously not fresh box of chocolates so I can legitimately and without guilt toss it into the garbage. Because
Yeah,
otherwise they just bought it. It's fresh. They meant it for me. And I'm like, now I have to eat the entire box.
yeah. We do pretty well as far as customers giving us like healthy stuff. We got an edible arrangements last year. That was really nice. Um, and the crate of oranges and a fruit basket. We get a lot of fruit. Um,
I don't think I have ever gotten a fruit basket. The only time I ever got a fruit, I guess a fruit basket was when Max the Golden nailed me in the palm of my hand. I was the one with the two stitches, and Mom was a nurse, so I got basically a fruit and protein based gift basket from her. But I think that was the only time I got something along those nature. I mean, I got the usual cash, I got some gift cards. Like I said, I have enough lotion that I will be willing it probably not only to my children, but probably my grandchildren, along with all of the candles that will probably go down a couple of generations.
yeah. Well, I live out in the boonies, so candles don't last very long here um, because we have power outages that'll last 3, 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not have a
So
generator?
we do, but it's a we don't have one that's attached to the house. We have a gas generator, and I have a number of small solar generators for like it'll run a coffee pot and a lamp. Um, but for the most part, throughout the house, I'll just use the glass candles, you
Right.
know, and so we'll go through. I'll go through probably I don't know 5, 6 of the you know this kind of candle in a
Oh,
winter because it's just so many power outages. Um, and I don't mind the candlelight. I kind of like it. I prefer it to the harsh, like lantern style dealies.
well, if you ever come out here and visit, um, help yourself to some candles.
Okay. Yeah, I usually just go because I don't actually get candles as a gift very often from customers. I think I've only ever gotten two altogether in the last 33 years. Um, and so I just get them at the dollar store because I'm not buying them for the scent. I'm buying them for I need the light.
All right. All right. I think we're really close to wrapping up for today.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell everybody take care of yourselves. This is, yes, the busiest time of year. But one of the things that I learned, and it took me a little while, so I'm not going to say like right out of the gate, I learned this lesson. It took years for me to learn this lesson, right? Stop making yourself crazy over the holidays, right? If you have regular clients and you keep them on a regular schedule, There is no need to squeeze in those people who don't appreciate the fact that you just squeeze them in, right? Are overworking you, and that you're coming home, you're in pain, and trying to go to sleep when you're in pain is not a really good combination to start off with.
Mm.
And you want it's you know what, it's a time for family. It's a time to enjoy the season. You know what? Take the time and enjoy the season. Hopefully, I'll get my Christmas lights up sometime this week.
I'm happy. We got the salon all decorated. It looks great.
Yeah, you know, stop getting sick on me. Okay,
Seriously, enough. You got to
enough,
spread the word.
enough
All your
already.
crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see everybody next week. I am not sure how close to Christmas we're going to keep doing this, only because it's nuts. So we'll kind of make it a decision Tuesday by Tuesdays and see whether or not um, that we'll do this. But it may be for the next couple of weeks, maybe, maybe not. We'll have to kind of see. Okay. I'm going to leave it up to Angie and Chris because they're the ones that are actually working during the holiday. And I'm like, I'm not working. I'm not grooming.
Oh,
I'm not grooming.
yeah.
All
Enjoy
right.
it. You
Good night.
deserve it. Good night.